Number 7. A cross-section of a satellite dish is shown in the shape of a parabola. How far should the antenna be placed from the vertex? So this is the satellite dish in here, and we want to know where should the antenna be placed. The way to do this is first, let's figure out what the equation of this is. We know it's a parabola, and it's a horizontal parabola, which means we'll be using this equation here because the focus piece is next to the x. So I want to take that equation and write it here. It's y minus k quantity squared equals 4p x minus h. That's my equation. Now, as I look over here, I don't have like a center point or a vertex. I don't have it listed. So since it's not listed on like a coordinate plane or anything, I'm just going to put it right at the origin. What does that do for me? Well, it means these values are 0 and 0. So my equation immediately simplifies to be y squared equals 4p x. Now, how do I find the focus? Well, I'm going to find it from this p. The p will find the focus. So how can I find p when I have two other variables? Answer, I need to plug in a point. They've given me a point here I can find. This is 2 units over and 4 units up. That's the point 2, 4. So all I have to do is plug these in for x and y. The y was 4. It's 4 units up. And the x is 2 units to the right. So plug it in there. Now I'm going to solve that. I'm going to work this way over here. 4 squared is 16. And then 4 times 2 is 8. So I have 8p. Finally, I'll divide by 2. Or excuse me, divide by 8. And I will get 2. That means the focus needs to be 2 units. Which in this case, it's centimeters. It needs to be 2 centimeters out from the vertex. That would be my answer here. Now, if we did this correctly, when I go to graph this, if this is in fact my equation, when I plug that in here, my equation, to check it for the calculator would be that y squared equals 4 times 2, which is 8x. Or you could say that x equals y squared over 8. I could check this in the calculator. I'm going to go to New Document. And we know it's a horizontal parabola, so I go to Menu, Graph Entry. We go to Equation, Parabola, and it's a horizontal one. And so I'm going to type it in one of these forms, and I'm just going to choose this vertex. It needs to be x equals. So I need to have my equation in x equals form. To get it there, what I would do is I would divide this by 8. And so we would have that x equals y squared over 8, or we could write that as 1 over 8 y squared like that. That's my equation. So when I come over here, it would be 1 over 8. There was nothing in there with y, and there was nothing out on the outside. And I hit enter. There's my parabola. And now we want to check for the focus. So I go to Menu, Analyze Graph, Analyze Conic. I hit Focus, and we're going to hope that this is 2 units off, and it is. So we did do it correctly.